What we have here is the Hornady Lock and Load AP Progressive Reloading Press. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of some of its basic features. So this press is a cast aluminum mainframe cast iron linkage progressive 5-station reloading press. The fact that it's progressive means that there's a shell plate that holds multiple cartridges simultaneously. So each time the RAM goes up, multiple dies are simultaneously acting on the cartridges. The fact that it's auto-indexing means that the position is automatically advanced as you raise and lower the handle. Another thing you'll notice that's kind of unique to the Hornady press is that we have half indexing on the way down, we have half indexing on the way up. So that means that there's less jarring of the cases and less powder spilled, that kind of thing. So we have 5 stations that we can use simultaneously, and in this particular case I've got a sizing and depriming die in station 1. I've got the expanding die in station number 2. I've got the powder measure in station number 3, and then I've got a bullet seating and crimping die in station number 4. Here I'm loading 44 Magnum, so I don't have a die in station number 5. Another unique feature about the Hornady Lock and Load AP Progressive Press is the lock and load bushing system. So here we can just 1/8 of a turn the die, and the die is removable. We can put that in another station by just inserting it and twisting 1/8 of a turn. So it makes it really easy to switch things around. If I want, I can take my powder measure off by rotating it 1/8 of a turn, and then I can dump that out. I can cycle cases through the press with no dies in or with no powder. It's very easy to configure the dies and to do caliber changeovers, that kind of thing. So another thing about the Hornady Lock and Load AP Progressive Press that's worth noting is the priming system. So we have a primer tube that holds 100 primers, and in this particular case I have a weighted rod that tells me when I'm out of primers. But the basic mechanism here is a primer slider that moves back. You can see the slider right here with the spring, and this slider picks up a primer from the primer tube when the RAM is up, and then inserts it into position, and the punch seats the primer when you press down against a spring that's under the shell plate. So this means that since no dies are acting on the case that particular time, it makes it very easy to feel the seating of the primer. Another really nice feature. So yet another feature that I'd like to show you is the case retention system. So in this particular case, on this press, we've got this spring here that goes around the perimeter of the shell plate, and that means that we can insert a case or remove a case just like that at any of the stations. So I kind of like this so that I can quickly validate powder charges, that kind of thing. Insert it before the powder measure, put the RAM up, pop it out, and then put it on the scale to measure the powder charge. So those are kind of the basic features here. The powder measure is a really nice unit. It is case activated. Let's see that in operation real quick. So we'll pop the case in here, we put the RAM up, and then we see the linkage activate the powder measure there. So then we can just take the case, pop it out, put it on our scale, what have you, and measure that out. So again, those are the basic features of the press. Very high quality. We've also got the Zerk fittings here for lubricating the RAM and the different linkages that operate the press. When depriming occurs, the primers come out this tube, and you can put that directly into your trash can. So overall, it's a very high quality unit. Lock and load bushing system is awesome, and priming system works excellent. I've used other reloading presses and haven't been happy, but with this Hornady Lock and Load AP Progressive Press, it just works flawlessly.